So no PTI?
No PTI.
She knows about it, right?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Morning, Miss Hutcherson. It's Hutcherson. So you no interest in doing the PTI program?
She's currently in the
Your Honor,
PTI
she was
program.
just
She's
removed
terminated.
from-
Oh, she was removed? Oh,
Yes.
I didn't have a.
got it. No, yeah, too late. Okay, so Ms. Hutcherson, you've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, ma'am, yeah, I just see that removed. You need to understand that this DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand that if you ever get pulled over, an officer is going to look at your history. They're going to see this DWI. If you smell like alcohol or dope, it's not going to go well. You know, the other thing, what we're doing today, it's not going to, I mean, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail from now on for whatever you pick up. So no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses, testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will stay on your record. You can never take it off. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. What do you do for a living, ma'am?
I work as a receptionist.
And how much money do you make?
I bring home a.
I want you to understand something, ma'am, that, you know, DWI is big business. There's a $3,000 surcharge that usually is tacked on when you pick up a DWI, and when you surcharge that usually is tacked on when you pick up a DWI, and when you get a second DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, you go to jail for every $100 that you owe. You understand? I will waive your fees now. I'm not, it's next time, it's around $7,000 you're going to be walking out. So if you want to get lit, just don't get into a car. $20 a button will take you anywhere you want to go. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
You read it. Oh, I have to suspend.
I have a Norma Solano on today's docket. It looks like she had missed a drug test. For bond, we're here for
She
bond
here
violation.
now?
Oh, yes, Judge, she's here. And she said she was not aware that she had the drug test. I don't know if the manner in which they contact them, I thought they maybe call them for that. But she was originally going to do DWI PTI. She now says she would like to take a time served offer. Would you allow her to do that today?
Why? Why she doesn't want to do the,
Judge, she just said she
you know
doesn't.
what's he going to test positive for? Is that what it is?
No, Judge, but she just said that the expenses of the program, and she's working right now and she doesn't have time for the program.
Come up, Miss Solano.
But we had already gotten her approved and we're kind of on our way to, I think we might even have the contract already even for DWI PTI.
How old are you, ma'am?
25.
Okay. You know, being in court, it's not like being in Target, Costco, HEB, where if you don't like something, you can return it or you get buyer's remorse. When you make decisions in here, they're lifetime decisions that you have to live with forever. And, you know, there are collateral consequences that may arise, meaning consequences that you may never see pop up as a result of decisions that you make in here. When you plead guilty to an offense, that offense goes on your record and it's there for the rest of your life. And when you plead guilty, you can't take it off. You cannot say, you know what, I have a change of heart. I can't get an apartment. You know what, let me go and try to do something else. Once you plead, you're stuck like Chuck for the rest of your life. I tell you now, I have, you know, every month, people that call me that go, you know, this lawyer pled me to this case and I can't get an apartment. Can you take it off? I have, like, they pled 10 plus years ago, you know, truck drivers that want to better their life, but they pled guilty to a, you know, a less than a gram case and can never take it off. When you plead to a DWI, not only is it very possible that you lose jobs with regard to, you know, making a living with a car, your insurance is going to go up. Your insurance is going to skyrocket. Insurance is expensive as it is now. You pick up a DWI, it's to be about 4 times what it is now. not to mention any other consequence that can arise from a DWI conviction. You have the opportunity now where if you are granted entry into this program, if you complete it successfully, they dismiss the case. It looks like you've already have been granted entry into it. The only problem I see now is that you were called upon to take a drug test and you failed to go. I'm going to go send you for a drug test regardless, right?
Yes, sir, that's fine.
Right? But when you take a half-ass approach to something, you get a half-ass result. And it's usually not a good idea to do that with a criminal case. You know, when you try hard, you get a good result. You know, James worked hard to try to get you into this program. Has she been already admitted into it? Do you know?
She's not in PTI, Judge, but she's been.
Right. But I mean,
Yes, Your Honor, the last update was that the contract was signed, the NDA was in.
all you
and-
literally need to do are two things. You pay the DA fee and you get an interlock. The DA fee, if you fill out a waiver, they may be able to waive that $300 fee. As far as the interlock, I can't pay for that. I can only pay for it while you're on bond. That's something that you'll be required to pay for. But I tell you now, the $50 to $75 cost you per month now is nothing compared to what you will end up paying with the DWI conviction. So you make the decision on what you want to do. I am going to send you for a drug test right now, regardless,
That's fine.
and alcohol test.
Yes,
But think long and hard before you make this decision because there's no turning back from it. Okay? Okay, man. Just hang tight for me.
Thank you, Judge.
For sure.
Judge, we got Norma Solano's test results and she came back negative. What I was gonna,
Hold on. Hold on.
sure, Judge.
Who is it?
Norma Solano, you sent her to go get tested?
Is that Miss Solano?
Yes, Judge. She's right over there.
Come up, Miss Solano.
That's kind of a alternative as opposed to having her plead today. Maybe we can get.
No, I don't want her to.
No, I know you
She
don't.
doesn't want to.
She wanted to do time served today, but I was thinking just instead of that, because she's already has the contract, maybe we can give her a couple weeks to talk to some friends and family and see if she would rather
What do
go.
you want to do?
You said you want to do the time served, or you think you want to do the 1-year program?
Well, I was iffy in the beginning. I just wanted to do the time served, and then I talked to my friends and my family, and they suggested to do the program. But since I got,
Anytime you can get something dismissed, no matter how, that's always the best result, you know, really, because like I told you, the consequences of a DWI conviction, they're staggering. You never know how it's going to affect you. It will. It's going to affect you. It's just, you never know how and by how much. And with the DWI is big business. You plead guilty, from now on, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail. You're also looking at a mandatory about $6,000 to $7,000 in fines and fees just here from court, not to mention insurance going up, not to mention all the other stuff in your life, how it's going to affect you. Whereas if you do this program, you do well, maybe they'll even boot you out early. If you do everything speedy, you do it quick, maybe they'll take you out early too. Just depends on how well you do. You know, but you have to put effort into it.
yes,
You know, I mean, all you do is, there's 2 classes, right?
There's a couple classes and then it's the alcohol monitoring device.
And there's 2 classes, a little community service and just stay clean. That's all you have to do.
I have clients regularly do everything in 6 months.
Take your time. I don't want you to rush into something now. So we'll set you off a couple weeks. You know, in the interim, do we have the financial affidavit so we can have her doing that as well?
I can send you a copy of the financial affidavit to waive the $300 fee if you qualify, but you need bills and pay stubs and all that to be attached. I can send that to her, Judge.
Please. And I think we may even have a copy here actually for you. So, you know, try to get that $300 fee waived, you know, and then all you have to do is pay for the interlock and just stay clean. What do you think? I mean, we'll give you time. I'll give you a couple weeks. If you still want to do the time serve, that's on you. If you want to do the program, great. It's up to you. Take your time.
I think,
Yeah, just
Okay.
talk about it.
Take
yes,
your
sir.
time.
Thank
Just-
you, Judge.
I'm glad that you're clean and don't miss again. Okay? All right. Good luck, Ms. Solano.
Thank you, Judge.
For sure.
Okay.
Good morning. So, Mr. Hercules, you were charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 18 days that you've done. You sure?
Yeah.
3 days in jail, credit for the 18. You know, the way that you were driving in that parking lot, God forbid that you hit someone, kill them, run someone else over, driving out like that and then bolting out at 90 miles an hour in a parking lot. You're begging for trouble, man. Can you imagine if you hit and kill someone? Who gets charged with murder? Mr. Hercules.
You're right.
So, you know, in a parking lot, that's not the right place to do it. If you want to do it, there are places in Houston, but not in a parking lot, man. How many racing facilities are there in this town? I mean, a lot. Don't do it again. I'm going to tell you one more thing, that the legislature has made it really easy for DAs across Texas to seize and take cars away from individuals who do this. You are now going to end up with a conviction for this on your record. You pick up another one of these cases, it's very possible that he seize and take that car forever and you don't get it back. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never change this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Like you made the time served.
Yes, you get the time
Yes.
served.
Are
Guilty.
you guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I'll find you guilty. I'll send you the agreement. Now, we're not going to release you today because Louisiana wants you. So you'll probably Monday or Tuesday be out of here and then on your way to Louisiana. Okay? Good luck over there.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, I like
Mr.
your sports jacket. It looks nice.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
All right, Mr. Hercules, have a good one. Your Honor, may I be excused? Thank you, sir.
And with that, got it. Jaquan Peterson.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Peterson, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 14th, 2024, the officer was part of a task force with the main focus being hostile street takeovers and racers. A large group of motor vehicles were meeting at the 11700 East Freeway in a parking lot in Harris County, Texas, when the officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle enter an area of the parking lot and began to spin his...
Si tú hablas, te pongo en la cárcel. Okay, sorry, please,
Would you like me to start from the beginning, Judge?
please.
Yes, Judge. On November 14th, 2024, the officer was part of a task force with the main focus being hostile street takeovers and racers. A large group of motor vehicles were meeting at the 11700 East Freeway in a parking lot when the officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle enter an area of the parking lot and begin to spin his rear tires with a loud screeching noise. The defendant's motor vehicle did several donuts, losing control of the rear end within 10 to 15 feet of other motor vehicles making up the pit. The officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle complete approximately 2 to 3 donuts, and a traffic stop was initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant, the driver and sole occupant, and the defendant admitting to doing donuts.
Run his NCIC. Does he have any other cases like this by chance?
I'll run his NCIC, Your Honor.
Please. Mr. Pearson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you imagine if you start doing these donuts, you hit and kill someone? Who gets charged with murder? These are things you must consider when you're out there in the free world. You think before you act, think before you speak, because actions may be your last.
And Your Honor, he has no other open cases or criminal history.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Sir.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Sir.
Can you run this license,
It's
please?
eligible, Your Honor.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in activities like this again. No reckless driving, donuts, street takeovers, racing. If I find that you do, the first thing I'm going to do is take your privilege to drive away from you. And the next thing I will do is I will put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
610. The freeways, toll roads, parking lots, this isn't the right way to put, you don't do this over there. And I'm going to tell you now, the Texas legislature has made it extremely easy for DAs across Texas to seize and take cars for individuals who participate in these types of actions. And I've had defendants come here with their cars seized, $50,000 trucks taken because of these types of actions. So be careful out there, because not only can you next time go to jail, but you may lose that very car that you had. Can you follow those conditions, please? No donuts, reckless driving, etc. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, we will have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond condition. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.